Opposition in life is inevitable to every living soul. And while journeying through life, it is likely that one will face opposition in one time or the other. But how we tend to handle it is that which makes all the difference. Dearest viewer and listener, I welcome you to yet another episode of Life Spells, your motivational series with me, Nana Otupridaku. Now, pearl number 11. Strong people resist opposition, while stronger people accommodate same. But the strongest among all feign defeat to make their opponents feel momentarily triumphed. Then with wisdom, tact, and focus, strip them of the crown of victory. Dearest viewer, are you strong, stronger, or the strongest? In one of the pearls, we spoke about the fact that people who tolerate and are patient are the strongest people. This time we are talking about strong, stronger, and the strongest. We are saying that strong people resist opposition. When people are opposed, majority tend to lose their focus and even lose their self-esteem. People tend to lose their life's values or principles, and majority of the time descend into the gutters or the drains. They descend into the mud with their opposers or those that they perceive to be their opponents. But stronger people can go silent and absorb all the opposition while they try to think and meditate in order to find very creative ways to deal with same. But those that I consider to be very strong among the three, who are the strongest, they feign defeat. If I say they feign defeat, they pretend to be at the lowest point of their lives. They feign, meaning they pretend to have been defeated. They make their opponents feel that they have won. So they feign defeat to make their opponents feel momentarily triumphed. Why do I say momentarily? Because that triumph or victory does not last a lifetime. It is temporary. Then with wisdom, tact, and focus, they tend to strip their opponents of the crown of victory. Why do people oppose others? Or why do you think anyone will oppose you? I have continually told people that until you do something that is unique, until you embark on a journey or you tread the path that leads to significance, that brings change, that will write your name in gold, no one dares or bothers to oppose you. So every time you are embarking on a project and nobody seems to be bothered or to mind you, think again, go back to the drawing board, review what you are doing and see if it really has substance, if it can really stand the test of time. Because life's lessons over time has proven that people get to oppose you only when you are embarking on a life-changing project or journey. Something that will bring your potentials, your hidden potentials out and will tend to change the narrative of your life. So opposition will surely come. It is inevitable. We shall face opposition whilst we travel or journey through life. But how do we, or how do you, react and handle such oppositions? Are you just a strong person who will oppose and fight everybody who tries to oppose you? Are you a stronger person who will silently accommodate the same opposition but creatively be thinking how to go around it in order to arrive at your destination or to achieve your aim. Or you are the strongest, who will accommodate and pretend to have been broken by such oppositions, while you secretly and silently embark on that same journey, while you secretly and silently keep the focus and work daily in order to achieve that same vision. Once you hit the target and you achieve that aim, those whom you made to feel momentarily that they had won, they had managed or succeeded in breaking you to live that dream, you will strip them of the crown of victory. Because at the end of the day, your story will be told and you will be the victor. To end the story, to make this discourse very short, all that I am saying is that if you want to be the greatest in life, if you want to be seen as being the strongest, wisdom tells us that we should always pretend to be at the lowest point of our lives. The strongest people know how to pretend, how to be humble, even when they are the strongest. And that brings me back to something that Muhammad Ali, the legendary world boxer, said when he was alive. He said one of the most difficult things to do in life is to pretend not to be the true champion, when in actual fact you are the true champion. Meaning, it is very difficult to pretend not to be the strongest when you know that you are truly the strongest. But in the art of war, deception tends to be the strongest weapon. When you are very close to your enemy, pretend to be very far off from that same enemy, to make them feel you are too far away. When they have caught up with you, or when they have run so close to you, pretend that you are still very far away from them. When you are very far and can never reach them by any means, feign and pretend. Make them to feel that you are closest to them. And this is what I'm talking about here. The strongest people in life accommodate every opposition from their enemies or their opponents, and make them to momentarily feel that they have triumphed or won over them. Then out of nowhere, applying wisdom, tact, and always keeping their focus, they end up stripping their enemies of the crown of victory. If you are somebody who is so temperamental, who cannot accommodate opposition from your opponents, today on Life Spells, I am here to tell you that it is time for you to redefine your strategy. It is time for you to change that pattern of doing things. It is time to accommodate and be humble enough to pretend to be at the lowest point of your life. Just make them to feel that they have broken you, they have won, they have succeeded in destroying your vision. Then with wisdom, with tact, and with focus, ensure that you hit that goal. Ensure that you achieve that vision. And by achieving your vision, you will strip them of the crown of victory. It is very tempting when people offend you. It is very tempting when people fight your mission on earth. It is very tempting when people deliberately do things to ensure that you never succeed in life, and by some means nature blesses you and opens the doorway for you to make it. It is very tempting, and you can hardly hide that progress you are making. In this era of social media where it is always possible and life has become so easy to display the strides we make in life, it is so tempting to step out there and begin to demonstrate your achievement just to shame your opponents. But if you are wise, if you are thoughtful, if you will ever be counted among the strongest, then you must know how to accommodate opposition and momentarily feign to let your opponents feel that they have succeeded in destroying you. Then push, keep pushing towards the vision until you emerge a true victor. It is only by so doing that you can strip them of the crown of victory. To end the story, let me recap the quote. Strong people resist opposition while stronger people accommodate same. But the strongest among all feign defeat to make their opponents feel momentarily triumphed. Then with wisdom, tact, and focus, strip them of the crown of victory. See you at the finish line and be an overcomer. This has been Life Spells, and my name is Nana Otupridako.